Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt Nabong with Fight Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. The weigh-in was pretty interesting. Obviously, both guys made weight. Devin Haney came in at 134.9 and then Loma came in at the lightweight limit of 135 pounds. So Devin later tweeted out that he was actually lighter than Loma, and we all know what happened at the face-off during the ceremonial weigh-in where they got in each other's faces, and Devin was saying to Loma, you know, you're too small, I'm going to beat you up, you're too small, stuff along those lines, and then he ended up pushing Loma very hard in my opinion. You know, I do think it was just to sell the fight. I don't think it was anything, you know, real. It wasn't nervous energy. A lot of people were talking about if it means that Devin's very nervous or he knows that Loma's a threat, so he feels the need to, you know, scare Loma or try to scare Loma. But obviously Loma's a veteran. He's a professional. You're not going to get a reaction out of him. Obviously he was a little bit upset with the push because it was a hard push. It wasn't one of those, you know, those get out of my face, you know, typical face-off weigh-in or press conference pushes that, you know, just stir the pot. It was a hard push, so in my opinion, it was a little bit more than just selling the fight. It was more of, you know, telling Loma that he is strong. He's a physical guy, and he plans on imposing his will. That's what he said. He said that it was easy to push Loma. I want to make sure that he feels my power, stuff like that. So he's gonna go in there to hurt Lomachenko, and Loma. I know Loma's gonna be ready, and Loma's reaction to Devin pushing him was that I already have him. You know, he's saying that he already beat Devin mentally because he doesn't think that Devin's strong, judging from the push that he received. I don't know. It's not much to. There's not that much to make of it. You know, people are making it a bigger deal than it is. I think it was mainly to promote the fight, but also to let Loma know that, you know, he's not here to play around. That he's that guy. He's undisputed, and Loma's gonna be ready. Devin's gonna be ready. The thing that I've found interesting about, you know, this whole lead up to the fight, even excluding the push from Devin, you know, today, I would say that it was interesting to see how Loma keeps saying that, you know, if I win, then it's meant to be. If I lose, God has a greater plan. He's saying stuff along those lines, and it's interesting to see a lot of people are making it out to seem like Loma is already accepting defeat. You know, to me, I don't really hear fighters say that they, you know, that they're not going to win. They usually say, I'm getting my hand raised, or I'm going to knock him out. But Loma didn't say any of that. He said, if I'm meant to win, I will. This is my last shot at Undisputed. So, like I said before, you know, this is his last run at Undisputed, because after this, we don't know what Devin's going to do next, and then we don't know who the new champion will be, who Devin defends his title against. It could be Shakur, it could be Tank. So Loma could see that guy, but realistically, I don't see him getting another title shot after this. So this is his last chance to really make something happen. He's going to have to go out with a bang. Or move down to 130 like Devin was suggesting to him in the lead up to the fight. It's going to be interesting. I'm getting really curious just because Devin, we're seeing stuff that's uncharacteristic from Devin, and I'm not sure if it's his composure or whatnot, but I still expect him to do his thing. I expect him to be a professional. He didn't look very sucked in. He looked more sucked in at the Kambosos 1 and 2 fights. So I'm not too worried about the weight as an issue. I think Devin's going to come in probably close to, you know, 155, maybe even 160 come fight night. You know, at least around that area when he rehydrates. Thankfully, there's no rehydration clause. But Devin is going to be the physically bigger guy. But in terms of height, it doesn't seem like there's that crazy. There's not a crazy difference. But it was just interesting to see the push. The push was very interesting because you could hear the slap, the contact being made with you know, Devin's hands on Loma's chest. Like it was a hard shove. Everyone was reacting and everybody gasped. Do I think it was a good idea? I think he should have done it, but it didn't have to be like a real hard push. Maybe he meant it. Maybe he wants it to be personal. Maybe he just doesn't like Loma. But at the end of the day, I thought it was somewhat unprofessional to do it that hard. You could do a little shoving, you know, that's nothing crazy, or a little stare down, and, you know, you bump heads, whatever the case may be, but I don't think that push had to be that hard. I don't think it was necessary, and you guys might be saying, you know, these are fighters, you can't control that, blah, 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 but at the end of the day, they're also professionals, so I didn't think there was any need for that push from Devin, at least not that not to that extent, not to that extreme where it was, it was a real push. Loma could have gotten hurt, could have, complained about it, and then you have the fight in jeopardy and it doesn't happen. Come on now, like, let's be real. That wasn't necessary. It was unprofessional. People are seeing it as nervous energy. I just didn't think it was a smart thing to do. Give him a shove, but you don't have to, do all that. You didn't have to push him that hard, because I think he could have, put the fight in jeopardy if, Loma gets hurt, if there's some sort of injury, he makes another, he pushes Loma, and then someone from Loma's team falls and gets hurt. Like, it could have been really bad, in my opinion. I'm not saying Devin's a bad person. I'm just saying that, like, it was a little bit much, in my opinion, but obviously trying to sell the fight, obviously trying to play the antagonist role and make people watch and tune into the fight, buy the pay-per-view. So I can't be too mad at him. I get what he's trying to do, but at the end of the day, be smart in your tactics, because Loma, you might have just poked the bear, and it'll be interesting. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFIGHT Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.